since 1993, and that can't be overlooked either. And again, we're talking about stability. That certainly is a job that hasn't been very stable and has rocked their culture.
Yeah, no doubt, absolutely. And interestingly enough, the general manager of Montreal was the sidekick of the general manager of Florida. So maybe there's some background to all that.
Well, and we can't lose sight of the fact, and I'm not trying to diminish Montreal's accomplishments as a franchise over the years, but the majority of their success came when you had a much smaller league where when you get into playoffs, it's a lot easier when the percentages are in your favor versus what it's become down now. How many of their championships occurred when there were only 6 teams and then maybe 12 and then 18 and then after that? So, even though I don't have those numbers, I don't need them, but you and I both being hockey minds like we are, can tell you that how many have they won in the expansion era, especially the deeper expansion era. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's definitely something to think about. But again, I think they've just got to, like any other organization, they've got to grow with the times. Like you said, it's not the 1950s, it's not the 1970s, it's not even the 1990s anymore when they won their last cup. It's a different game now. The players are coming from everywhere,
right?
And to rely, and by the way, so are the coaches. The coaches and the general managers. And if you're going to rely on and having a French-speaking general manager or the French-speaking coach and a lot of French-speaking players, you're probably not going to get the best talent.
That's true. All right, so let's go on to a few other subjects, and I'm going to save one of the best ones for last. Why don't you give me an overall preview of the NHL as you wanted to talk about overall? Are there certain things that stand out where you'd like to preview it?
Well, overall, I think the Atlantic Division in the Eastern Conference is probably as tough as it gets at the top. Anyway, I don't see much change there. I think the Tampa Bay Lightning are still the team to beat, and I think you'll see Boston and Toronto fight for second and third. I think there's a possibility that the Panthers could grab a wild card spot. There's a possibility Montreal could grab one. I think Buffalo's still got some work to do. They got a new coach, Ralph Kruger. It'll be interesting to see how he fits with that organization. They're another organization that hasn't had a lot of stability in management and coaching in the last few years. They got a tremendous talent in Jack Eichel, and they picked up a friend of his in Jim Beasley this summer. But they've got some work to do, and I think Ottawa pulls up the rear. As far as the Metropolitan Division, the Devils got better, but not good enough, I think, to make the playoffs. PK Subban is going to add some offense in the blue line, and they got the first overall pick in Jack Hughes, who's a tremendous player. But it's going to be a little while before they can depend on a young guy like that to lead them to the promised land. The Rangers as well, a lot of work to do. The Flyers maybe could battle for a wild card spot, and then you're looking at the guys from last year who were all playoff teams. The Capitals, the surprising Hurricanes, the Blue Jackets, and the Penguins. I think those 4 teams will find their way in playoffs. If I had to pick somebody to win the division right now, I'd probably go with the Capitals. I think they just have the experienced lineup, and they still have a guy named Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah, but I think things are looking good for New Jersey. They seem to get the number 1 pick a lot in the last couple of years, haven't they?
Yeah, it happens, but you got to make the right pick, right?
Yeah, right. You ought to know.
And there's been a lot of number 1 picks that we don't remember their names. So.
Yeah, good points.
As far as the West, I think there's a lot of interesting things that are going to go on here. I'll start with the Central Division. Of course, the Blues came out of nowhere starting in January when they hired Craig Berube as coach and ended up winning the Stanley Cup last year. They were a throwback team, big, strong, heavy forwards and defensemen that they could really wear you down in a 7-game series. They seemed to be built for the playoffs, and they got there, and that's all they needed to do. The goalie Bennington was fantastic.
Right.
So I expect them to be back in the playoffs this year. The Blackhawks will be better, no doubt. Whether whether they're good enough to get in the playoffs, I don't know. I think they're still in a rebuilding situation. A team that I think will be consistently better this year, as they have been the last couple of years, is the Colorado Avalanche.
Right.
And I think they're a definite playoff team. The Minnesota Wild, wow, they have really fallen on hard times in a hurry. They've got an old lineup all of a sudden. They still need goaltending, and their big signing over the summer was Matt Zuccarello. So a third, fourth line player. I think Billy Guerin, who was just hired late in the summer, has got a lot of work to do there.
Right.
I don't see them being a contender. Big question in the Nashville Predators. Are they going to be able to be a contender this year, or are they starting to fall back? Pekka Rinne is a fantastic goaltender. He's getting a little bit older. They did pick up Duchesne over the summer, who's a tremendous offensive player. But it's funny how the doors close quickly if you don't keep bringing in those young players. So I think they're gonna probably battle for a wild card spot this year. The Winnipeg Jets, maybe the same thing. And then my surprise team in the NHL this year will be the Dallas Stars.
Really?
I think they did a lot in the off season by adding Joe Pavelski, who came over from San Jose. I mean, he's a tremendous leader. He's a captain material player, a big point producer, gritty player. And then they added a veteran guy who's also been has found his way on the Stanley Cup, and that's Corey Perry, who a long-time terrific player from Anaheim. So I think those two guys, you add them to the offense they already had with guys like Tyler Seguin, Alex Radulov, Jamie Benn. They've got a great tandem in goal in Ben Bishop and Anton Khudobin, and a good young defenseman, Klingberg. So that's my surprise team in that division. I think they're going to win the division and do some damage in the playoffs.
It's funny, Mike, how you say that. Radulov was a beneficiary of change of scenery, leaving the Montreal Canadiens to go down to Dallas. That's for sure. Talk about change of scenery. That definitely helped him out a lot.
Yeah, they've got a lot of talent there, and they really do. They lost Jason Spezza, but when you can pick up Joe Pavelski and add him to the talent they already have, I think they're going to be a real tough team to beat this year.
Yeah, and I agree with you that the Colorado Avalanche are a team that has been the beneficiary of some good draft choices, and they're definitely on the upswing. So, any other teams do you want to talk about, or do you feel you summarized that up?
The Pacific Division, that's the last one we've got to talk about.
Okay.
And, for me, it's a two-team race out there. It's Calgary, who had a great year and also found their way down the playoffs quickly last year against Colorado, and the Vegas Golden Knights, who built themselves a nice little team. I think they're looking at close to 100 points again this year, and they'll be right in the thick of things. As far as the rest of the teams in that division, I don't know if the Coyotes can get over the hump. They added Phil Kessel. That could be a blessing, or it could be a disaster for them. We'll see what Phil Kessel we get in Arizona, but they need to get over the hump and get into the playoffs. The Kings are rebuilding still. They have a long way to go. The Canucks, I think this could be a year they at least finally get into playoffs under Jim Benning as GM. I don't think they go very far once they get in, but I think there's a benefit of a division that's not that strong. The Oilers, again, still rebuilding now with Ken Holland out there.
Right.
The Ducks rebuilding, and the Sharks. I think they lost a lot, by losing Joe Pavelski. Joe Thornton. He may think he's ageless, but he's not the same Joe Thornton we saw 20 years ago. So.
All right.
I think this could be a year the Sharks fall out of the playoffs.
All right. We have a few more minutes left to go, so we'll try to get to each of these as we can. How does Ken Holland do out in Edmonton? And I have a few more things I want to touch on very quickly.
Well, I think he does okay. He made a couple of moves already this year, but not the type of moves that are going to turn that team around.
Right.
They've got talent, but they're still hurt from trading Taylor Hall a couple of years ago. I mean, he traded an MVP player like Taylor Hall and get a defenseman back that doesn't work out. That's going to hurt you for a long time. So he's gonna have his work cut out for him. I don't know. I hope he's up to the task after all those years in Detroit, because it's going to be. I think it's going to be a long-term project.
All right, let's give me 2-3 key players that moved around that you want to keep an eye on. And then I have 2 other points, and we got like 4 minutes to do it.
Okay.
So, what players stand out that moved around during the off season?
Well, I mean, you have to think about Jimmy Panarin, who went from Columbus to the New York Rangers.
Right.
I mean, as talented a winger as there is in the league. I mean, hard offensive player. I mean, he's going to help. He's going to help the Rangers, who are definitely have admittedly been in a rebuild mode now for a little over a year. So that's a big move, no doubt. I mentioned Colorado, who steadily gets better. They pick up Nazem Kadri, who is a real good player for the Leafs, and I think he's going to help them as well. So I think we've touched on the big moves.
Right.
And if I had to pick my finalists right now, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Lightning in the East, and I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars in the West.
And who wins that series?
I think we see the Dallas Stars win the Stanley Cup.
Okay, and my last point tonight will be the newest expansion team in Seattle. I know that's got to be incredible. I'm glad to see them get a team up there too.
Yeah, real interesting. I think they'll get a lot of support out there. I mean, it's nice they have actually 2 more years to build that thing. They hired a good man, Ron Francis, as the general manager. I think he understands how to build a team through the draft and use patience to put a good team together. He'll have the advantage of the expansion rules similar to what Vegas had a couple of years ago. So it's going to be a real opportunity for them to put a good club together. He's done some interesting things already. One thing he did was last week he hired Tammy Granado, the famous U.S. Olympian, as a scout. So hiring a female scout is certainly a progressive move, and I think she'll do a good job out there as well.
Wow.
So they got some time, but we all know time goes fast.
Oh, yeah, doesn't it? And I will say this, the Vegas Golden Knights did it well when they brought in George McPhee. I'd be curious to see if Ron Francis has learned anything to go ahead and see if he can at least have a decent year, because I know for a while Ken Holland was rumored to take the job, but he knew the Edmonton job came, so he snapped at that one very quickly. Yep. So, all right, Mike, great job tonight. Obviously, get ready you're going to be a regular in the rotation, so I'll be bugging you a lot, so I hope you can handle the amount of calls you're going to get and text messages, because we're going to be using you all year as the 2019-2020 NHL season is underway. This is opening weekend. So, Mike Santos, thank you very much for being on the Sports Exchange. And like I said, Louis Addeo Weiss isn't a hockey guy. Any thoughts about what Mike knows about here hockey?
He's kind of like me with baseball, I guess.
Yeah, well, okay. Louis, we're breaking him into the hockey ranks, so next time you're on the phone with him, he's going to get more of an education. Right now, he gives everybody an education on specialty, but my goal is to make sure Louis is versatile, and I can guarantee it will. But meanwhile, Mike, thank you very much for being on the show, and we'll be talking very soon. Okay, buddy?
All right, guys, let's make it a good hockey season.
You better believe, Mike, we definitely will. We're glad you're on our team, Mike. Thank you very much.
All right.
Take care.
All right, good night. All right, Louis, obviously you had an opportunity to talk to Mike Santos. He knows a lot. What are your observations about what Mike knows?
I guess I have to start following hockey a little bit more. I'm not super well versed in the sport. Like I told you, earlier, I'm a casual hockey fan. I'm not, I don't exude the same, joy for it, say, as baseball and football. But, it's definitely an intriguing sport. I definitely have to get more into it as the season starts.
Well, you got to understand my background, Louis. Okay, first of all, I'm being a diehard Detroiter. Okay, I was brought up with an original 6.
Mm-hmm. The Mike Ilitch led.
Well, yeah, but before that, though, Louis. Okay, Bruce Norris was the owner of the